The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Houston Cougars offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Show him a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he's brought down. Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Warren. Sweet cut there. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Horned Frogs offense will get the ball for the first time. It will be a priority to get the passing game up and going, something they really didn't do with one of their biggest weapons last week, David.
Yeah, and last week he just wasn't a big part of the game plan. And I would expect if you want to get explosive plays going and you want to get this offense in a good spot, Jesse, you're going to find this guy on the outside. He can turn matchups into nightmares for the defenses. I think he'll be used early and often this week.
Yeah, so if I'm the quarterback, I want to get him going early, right? And maybe I'm calling some easy throws, some hitch routes, some slants. Just get him touches, get the juju going, get the focus and the rhythm locked in early in this one to make him a bigger part of our game plan today.
Another incompletion on third down. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already Everybody a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Warren. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Drake. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Looking to throw again. Got a man. It's Warren. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off play action. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. You saw it on that last play coming later than that.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Going to the run, it's Rivers. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. 1st and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
It's just so nice to have a signal ball who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. UCF took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Orlando. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be 3rd down. Smith dropping to pass. Hauls it in. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Quick strike complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it behind the line. It's carry on. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire, trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Drake. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab. Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch. Swarming to the ball. Wants to throw again. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He wants it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wilson on the carry. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Smith wants to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Horned Frogs are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He caught it! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover, pick up the 1st. They'll try to run for it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They're working that left side. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's the third interception of the night.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Smith dropping to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Finds a tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Second half just about ready to start, and Houston will kick it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Smith wants to throw. It's on target and complete. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. To the air. It's Drake. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Now on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning.
There he goes! And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turn. They'll try to sneak it. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Makes one man miss. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. He's got it on the run. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! And the pummeling has started. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner goes down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. On target over the middle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
To the air, it's Drake. The throw. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Throwing right. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback.
Pass interference. Defense.
That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Fires to the big fella. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Houston will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11. The Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Smith wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Plows through the defense. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. Find some fresh air. An explosive play to wrap up the 3rd quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabs it in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Ooh, got it in the middle. It's small. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quick completion to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Smith dropping to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you. Louisiana Tech was able to cap off a close one in Ruston with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. One game, I know.
And that is his fifth interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. Smith wants to throw. Completes it in the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. A linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a third and long. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're up.
Oh, he's got some space. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Smith dropping to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask